Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another daily stock market video, and I don't know what's going on here. MVIS is acting up and glitching out, but take my word for it, we were overall green on the market today. If we take a look at some of these numbers, big tech again leading the way. Telecom actually was red today, talking about AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, the banks, financials, insurance, not that great either, but like I said, big tech again carrying the day for us. Again, not sure what's happening with MVIS. Time to go home. Looks like you're drunk, MVIS. But let's talk about MVIS today. That's MicroVision. And we're going to talk about this because they have earnings as I'm making this video right now. You can see after hours has a nice little spike and then a little bit of a drop off. So maybe earnings aren't going so well as I'm making this video. But on the day, had a good day, up 3.9%. In fact, at opening bell, it was up 3%. Went into the red early in the morning and then really just came right back, peaking up at over 8% at 2 p.m. and then just slowly melted off to close out the day. But still, like I said, closed up almost 4% on the day. After hours, though, not looking so hot, down 1.4%. On the week, you're still looking okay. The look at this, just up and to the right. This is what I want to see in the stock graph. Up over 8% on the week. On the month, you are not looking so hot, though. Down 16.8%. But the past 3 months, you're still in the green by a lot, 440%. Let's take a look at some of these options. Obviously, because earnings are today or right now, there's going to be a lot of IV crush that happens tomorrow morning. To be honest with you, I didn't remember that MVIS had earnings today. Otherwise, maybe I would have sold some puts or something to play that IV crush from the earnings session right now. So let's take a look at the options that actually expire not tomorrow. Let's go out another month, and that's going to be April 16th, and actually misspoke. This option, this stock doesn't have weekly options. They're only monthly, so actually the March 19th option is okay for now. Let's take a look at that. So if you want to sell some puts at the money, you would collect $160 for putting up $1,400 in capital. The nice thing about this ticker is that it's not a very pricey stock. It's only right now $14.56 a share. So that option that is going to expire in a little over a week now is 11.4%. Now, again, this is going to change drastically come tomorrow morning because of the IV crush that happens. But overall, it looks pretty juicy to me. Let me know if you have any shares or options on MicroVision right now. Let's take a look at an article I found before we do the TradingView chart for some updated technical analysis. And then like we always do, we'll end the video looking at the option flow data to see what some of the big money investors were doing with MVIS today. See if the institutions were bullish or bearish on this ticker. And let's get right into that news article. So this is out of the Motley Fool right here. And it's titled, Why MicroVision Stock Skyrocketed 109.3% in February. So looking at this, you can see this graph from basically February to now, up 109.3%. And if you're not familiar with what MicroVision is, they basically are in the LiDAR space. So light detection and ranging, or LiDAR technology. And it also announced about a month ago on February 10th that it was making progress towards developing a new long-range update to its tech. Stock all-time high, or I should say 52-week high, is $24.18. And the other reason why LiDAR companies like MicroVision and Laser are really kind of hyped up right now is because there's rumors that Apple is going to partner with a LiDAR company, we don't know which one yet, for the eventual Apple car. So they're really hot because the EV cars are probably going to be using LiDAR technology for their self-driving capabilities, and not just Apple. I mean, you're talking maybe Apple, maybe other companies, like maybe some of the new ones like Lucid or Neo, who knows? But that's why LiDAR has kind of been hyped up recently because of this boom of the EV sector. So let's take a look. They also announced that MicroVision says that they expect to show a working sample of its long-range LiDAR solutions by April. So hopefully by next month, they're going to show something off. And if you're bullish on this stock long-term, or maybe even LiDAR as a sector, this might be your opportunity to get in while the price is still low. Because I will say, whenever Apple decides that they're going to partner with either Laser or MicroVision or another company, chances are that stock is going to skyrocket. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and your own research. Don't listen to me in terms of what to buy or what to sell. This is just for entertainment. Their CEO says that the sale has given the company the opportunity to shore up its balance sheet, pursue strategic alternatives, and deliver value for shareholders. So looks like they're cleaning up their financials as well, because on February 22nd, they raised $48.7 million in funding through an at-the-market stock sale. So if they're cleaning up their balance sheets, it could be good, hopefully, for investors like you and me. Full disclosure, I don't have any shares or options open on MicroVision as we speak, or as I make this video right now. Now, here's the other thing. Volatility for growth-dependent tech stocks has continued early into March, and MicroVision has given up some of their gains, like I just showed you on the Robinhood stock graphs. And the company stock is down about 27% on the month so far. Obviously, some of this could have been just because the overall market downturn, especially the tech sector, has been getting hit pretty hard recently. But again, this could be your buy the dip opportunity. Like I said, even with this dip, the stock is still up about 138% to date. The company has a market cap of almost $2 billion, and it says it just generated $639,000 in sales in the last quarter. It even says it right here. Machine vision and augmented reality are exciting growth markets and are on track to become this decade's most influential technology trends. But investors should proceed with caution, with the understanding that the stock is a high-risk, high-reward play. And I think I agree with that. I do think kind of machine learning, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, that's probably going to be what booms in the next decade or so, just because it seems like everything is using AI now. They even have artificial intelligence toasters that will cook your food perfectly based on artificial intelligence. I mean, that's how crazy things have gotten so far. Let's look at the technical analysis for MicroVision to see what we can do and try and predict maybe some of the future trading days on MicroVision tomorrow and early next week. So look at this trading view graph. The first edit I want to make is this. Back here, we noticed that there was a gap between February 10th and about February 11th and 12th, between roughly $15.60 and $16.80 or so. Well, it looks like back here early in March, we filled that gap. In fact, this candle here on March 3rd completely fills that gap. So that gap is closed off. We no longer have a gap there, so I'm going to delete those blue lines. And now let's see if we want to add in any other areas of support or resistance. The first thing that caught my eye was right here at around $11.55. We had a candle here on February 5th. And then most recently on March 8th, we bottomed out there. So it looks like that might be an area of support. Kind of bounced off it nicely a few days ago. Also, it looks like this area of support that I drew around $14 holding up pretty nicely both today and yesterday. The intraday lows got right around that area. It looks like $14. And also back here, February 9th and 10th, we bottomed out there. So it does look like that's going to be an area of support, maybe a fairly strong area of support, and hopefully that holds up. We are trading below the 21-day moving average, but we are above the 50-day moving average. Now, if I extend these fib levels out and incorporate the new highs back here on February 16th, let's take a look how some of this data looks. The 50% Fibonacci level actually looks like it's a nice area of resistance. In fact, we got above it intraday today, couldn't stay above it. So I'm wondering right now, it looks like, in my opinion, that our support is around $14. It looks like our resistance is going to be a little over $15 and some change. So what I'm going to be looking to see, in a perfect world, I want MVIS to go not only above 15, but if it can break above the 21 MA at around 1650, like make a really strong bullish move, that is going to be very good, in my opinion, in terms of securing some bullish momentum. You can see for the past month or so, we've been on a downtrend. We are starting to recoup, looks like, for the past few days to the upside, but I want to see confirmation that we break at least above this 50% Fibonacci level and ideally above the 21-day moving average. Now, the other thing I'm noticing is maybe somewhere around here, which actually corresponds pretty much with the 38.2% fib level at around $17 and some change. Looks like there's an area of trend. We kind of topped out there for a few days back in late February and early March. And like I said, it's pretty much right overlapping with the 38.2% Fibonacci level. That might be another area of resistance. Let's see what happens tomorrow, and let's see actually what happens with the outcome of this earnings session that's going on right now. Hopefully we have some good news, but it didn't look so hot as I was making this video looking at Robinhood. Let us end the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors were doing. Did they know something about earnings before the general public like us did? So here's Sweepcast, one of the option flow programs I've been using to look at my option flow data. Total 5 calls came in today, only 1 put. The overall sentiment is bullish, however. The highest money order was for $243,000. It was a 13 strike call. Actually, a lot of calls, 13, 16, 15, 14 strikes are pretty close together. They are, like I said, MVIS was trading around 14 and some change. So really the only aggressive bullish calls, in my opinion, are these 16 strike calls for roughly a little over $200,000. Now, most of these expire this month, March 19th. This one expires in May. This one expires in April. So overall, looks like in the midterm, the big money is expecting a little bit of a rebound, and MVIS looks like there's mostly bullish option flows here that I'm seeing. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Let me know if you like MicroVision more than laser, which is Luminar Technologies. Let me know what you think, which company Apple is going to end up choosing and which one is going to take to the moon with it when it makes the Apple car. As always, make sure you join the Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Twitter, StockTwits, Instagram, and Reddit. Hope you're having a green week. And as always, I'll see you on the moon.